Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Being chased out left. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackled there by Leighton Vander Esch.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Third down. Here's Haskins. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A first down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. Drops it underneath to Elliott. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Dallas.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott from the gun. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Under. Hey, watch that. Hey, go kill.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Prescott forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. A gain of 6 there on first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
46.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott flush to his right. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Reuben Foster able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
On first down, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Terry McLaurin.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's Geis on the counter, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
On first down, it's Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sip through.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Here we go. Hey, kill. 47. Here we go. 26.
First down, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays.
He's got him in, complete. That one covers 29 yards, first down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing now, Haskins on first down, escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to...
And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Smith. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Situation. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
2nd down, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Complete. Richardson has it. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Oh, he's got some breathing. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. The 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, an even 90 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch. We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Haskins going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. 4th down, here's Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The tank